Hey, how's it going, YouTube? I'm sorry I haven't been uploading any videos. I'm at a computer malfunction and I had to get it fixed. But I plan on uploading videos, well, 2 videos this week, so look forward to those videos. Thank you. Okay, continuing where I left off. In the previous video, I had talked about the possibility, or at least the idea, of an alternate version or different versions of Goku. In this video, I want to go in depth more about Goku and to even understand the possibility or the idea of having alternate versions of Goku. Basically, as we look at Goku from a character standpoint, he's a good character, sort of. He is always tenacious and, very, instinctive. I mean, like a childlike character. He's always trying to better himself more and more with each fight he comes across. He is always excited to meet the next challenge, no matter what it is. In fact, he went so far to even become a Super Saiyan God. And then a Super Saiyan God Blue. Sort of. He fought Beerus, who is the god of destruction. Though he really is not a god, in my opinion, which is something that I really don't like in Dragon Ball. I don't like the god concept in Dragon Ball. Goku has a history of being idiotic and innocent in nature, but he's actually a very intelligent character and can perform basic duties like farming. For me personally, I think he would actually be a good gym teacher. And I'm not saying that he's like super intelligent. I just think that he has the intelligence enough to be a farmer or, a gym teacher, not, something like special. Because he's really not that smart, but he's intelligent enough to be those two types of things. Anyway, Dragon Ball has made Goku into this great man that he is today. However, Goku really isn't great. And before you get mad, listen to me first. Because Goku is actually my favorite fictional character of all time. So I have to talk trash about him. Because in truth, he really ain't a good character. So what made me come to this realization is because when I was a die-hard Dragon Ball fan, like when I was a real fan, and I still am, but not like I used to be. Let's just continue because I'll get in the sidetrack. As we all know, after Screw Attack's death battle between Goku and Superman, Goku lost. And this is very old, so please don't get mad at me. I know this is old. And at that point in time, when that battle did come out, I didn't believe it. So after the second battle, I still didn't recounsel it who would win. I mean, I still didn't, have it in my mind like who would win. And I guess it didn't matter at that point, The first I was like mad. Like beyond belief, the typical DB fan at that time. However, as you know more about each characters over time, your ideas start to change. If we just look at Superman's story, he's been known since the 1930s. He is a very incredible icon, and I think he doesn't get the real credit that he actually deserves. More importantly, I've learned about his powers and his alternate versions. Each Superman varied in power, from some being weak to some being, well, there really isn't no words to describe how strong Superman is. Superman Prime, which is my favorite Superman, which is kind of awesome, or as he's really known as Superboy Prime, can punch dimensions apart and can survive multiversal reality warping And I hope somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if Monarch is a multiversal reality warper, or if he is or isn't. I mean, I hope somebody correct me. And Superboy Prime is also a freaking Silver Age Superman. Then there's Cosmic Armor Superman, which may or may not be an actual Superman, can change the plot of the story, which is insane. I mean, and then you got regular Superman in general, like the pre-crisis, which can hold a black hole in his hand. Takes 50 supernovas to the face, sneeze an entire solar system away. I mean, it's just insane. I guess y'all get my point from then. But, Superman is just way too OP. And this is where Goku comes into the picture. And this is where this is where my ideas start to change about Goku. Well, as I put it, Goku is not invincible. He can be defeated by the weakest things. Even when he's off guard, he is vulnerable. He almost died to a heart disease. He's not durable for long periods of time. Goku can't even survive in space, let alone the radiation in space, which is, I don't know why a lot of people believe that Goku can survive or be up there when he really can't. If he destroyed, the sun or the moon, I mean, he would die from the radiation. I mean, he needs to wear a type of suit to go down to the core center of the earth. So, I mean, that should tell you that. I mean, he can't be up there. I mean, Superman has different versions who have grew with humanity for almost 80 years. Goku, on the other hand, is not that much of an icon like Superman is. Superman's very character is better than Goku's, in my opinion, and actually it kind of is. I mean, for Superman and Goku, I guess because they live in two different stories, so we really can't compare them. But in a way, if you can compare them, I mean, Goku fights for his own self-improvement. He fights to better himself. And then you got Superman's story, which is not about self-improvement in a way. I mean, I realized, over the time, as I started researching more about these characters, and, as new stuff started coming out, I started to think that, how much of a better character Superman was to Goku, which made me come to the conclusion that Goku will never beat Superman. And I know this is old, but I think people should, understand, the difference between the two characters. That's the one thing that I think about the battle. It's not about who wins, who loses. It's about understanding each character's standpoint, which a lot of people probably don't understand. Superman's very character represents the very flaw in Goku. I mean, and I guess a lot of people can get mad at that, but this is true. This is, the real reason why. I guess, let me say, this is the real reason why, I'm making this video. Because at this point, after you realize how weak Goku is, and, how, how he's so inconsistent, I wanted to think about if there could be alternate versions of Goku, if he could just have alternate versions of himself. So, as the Golden Age Superman was the man until the pre-crisis, and then the post-crisis Superman replaced him. So, it's a constant change, because there's alternate versions. So every version over time changes each other. And I guess that's what I look at when I see Dragon Ball. In my opinion, I think Dragon Ball should end, but not the characters themselves should end. You know, this this ain't to say again, this ain't to say that Dragon Ball is still not fun and it does not appeal to fans. I'm not saying that. I mean, you know, Dragon Ball, I mean, Goku in Dragon Ball is just too weak and poorly written. But this is also what makes him work. I mean, his original character in Japan was not to be put as a actual hero. He wasn't supposed to be a hero. He was supposed to be like somewhat of a joke, a childish, selfish character. It's kind of crazy. I mean, in my opinion, I think Goku is too weak and pointless now. I mean, Dragon Ball Super is fun, but it makes Goku out to be more of a joke, which is fine, and there's no problem with that, in my opinion. I mean, it's just how his character was supposed to be, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with Dragon Ball Super. But in my opinion, I compare Goku to the Golden Age Superman. There's nothing you can really do with him. I mean, sure we have Super Saiyan God, but we already on Super Saiyan Blue. We ain't even got it. Like, we haven't even seen Super Saiyan God no more. We see Super Saiyan Blue now. I mean, we haven't even got to learn more about Super Saiyan God. And it's just crazy, I mean, he's always vulnerable throughout Dragon Ball history. I mean, Goku has always been vulnerable, always. This is one of the reasons why I like Dragon Ball fan-made content as well, because it's kind of fun to see these things. I like Dragon Ball GT, I like Dragon Ball AF, I like Dragon Ball New Age, I like Dragon Ball EX, I like Dragon Ball Multiverse, and I also like Dragon Ball Epsilon. And they all, to be honest, don't make sense. And that's okay, because I enjoyed them nonetheless. I mean, the whole point of why I liked them was because they portray different versions of Goku with different stages of power. They were still the same as the canon Goku, I mean, they still had that Goku, but they gave me, such wonders. It would have been great to see that. For example, Multiverse Goku was at Super Saiyan 3, GT Goku was at Super Saiyan 4, AF Goku was at Super Saiyan 5, New Age Goku was at Super Saiyan 4 level 2, EX Goku was also at Super Saiyan 5, Epsilon Goku has a form that was not seen called Holy Super Saiyan. And then it's kind of crazy, but these things to me were amazing because I love to see different stories about different Gokus with different character developments, different power sets, and different qualities. That's what I like. I would love to see more stories about different Gokus with different problems, different realities, different settings. Maybe throw in a female Goku, it'd be good to have something like that. It would be wonderful to have that. And I guess this leads me to my final point. The current Goku is awesome, but he's too weak and predated, We need a new version. And I'm not talking about Black Goku. I mean, Black Goku was okay, but he really wasn't technically Goku. I mean, We need a new Goku that will set the stage for new generations to come. Just like Superman. It it would be good. I mean, heck, even Sailor Moon, who is actually amazingly stronger than Goku, has an alternate version. I don't know if it's still out or not, but it's like they did with the Golden Age Superman. You know, they say, why add on continuously to a decade-old character when you can add on to a retconned and new character, you know, who's completely different from the old one. I think it's time to let go of the past and move on to the future. Dragon Ball's Goku's time is over, and we have to leave him behind. I would love to see an anime verse Goku who would go on adventures with other anime characters, you know, such as Sailor Moon, Spike Spiegel, Astro Boy, that Cutie Honey Girl, the Yusuke Urameshi, and that other speedster, Cyborg 009 series. I don't know what his name is. But yeah, something like that. You know, a team like that. This is just a theory. So if you have any comments, leave a comment down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think, and please hit that subscribe button, and have a good day.